And welcome to The Problem With. I am your host, Dan. With me is John.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's me.
That's you. What's up, buddy?
I've been playing a video game recently.
What video game would that be, John?
It's called Sonic Frontiers. And it has consumed my entire life for the last,
That's interesting, considering Yahtzee Crusher just came out with his new zero punctuation on that game.
Yep. Didn't watch it because I already beat the game, so I don't need to hear anybody else's opinions on it. I thought it was great.
You are one... That's it. You're just the only one that thinks it's a good game.
Wow. You haven't even played it, so shut up.
No, because I don't like Sonic.
That's fine.
Even after the lecture you had, I'm still like, there's still a giant tonal problem that Sonic just can't get over because it's a mascot platformer.
Yeah, I guess you'll have to figure that out whenever you eventually start playing these games.
I probably won't do that.
Okay.
Anyway.
As if the giant radioactive raccoon with his weasel friend. I don't know what Jak and Daxter are.
What are you? You are retarded.
I literally I've never played those games. Never once.
Good. They're too good for you.
Yeah, they probably never will because they won't re-release them, will they?
They've re-released them on every single console except for the newest one, and that's just because they haven't done it yet. So, fuck you.
We'll see how that holds up. Well, you stick with your 4-game franchise. I'll hang out with the boys.
The boys, which 99.9% of the boys is complete crap.
I disagree, but it's like at least 98. All right.
Anyway, so I have a topic if you want to do this one.
All right. What you got?
All right. We'll just get this one out of the way. This one's political.
No desire.
Really?
No. Actually, let's do it.
Okay. I was about to be like, you of all people don't want to talk political
ain't that a shocker?
So, this is not really about a certain demographic. This is about all the demographics.
Oh.
The conservatives do this, liberals do this, capitalists do this, communists do this. So the term... There's not really a term, but there's a phrase. It's label and dismiss.
Yep.
And I'm getting real fucking sick of it. Mm-hmm. I'm really getting sick of it because if you're a liberal, all the conservatives will have to do is, oh, you're a groomer. Yep. Label, dismiss.
Yep.
If you're a conservative and a liberal is just trying to discredit you, you're a Nazi or a grifter.
Yep. Oh, somebody died.
Mm-hmm.
A racist, a grifter, a Nazi,
And it's getting really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It's really getting annoying.
Well, let's be fair real quick. Communists don't contribute anything, so.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
I'm okay with label and dismiss with communists.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Not really, but...
I am. But no, I get where you're coming from.
Because, okay...
It's a subset of people who don't want to engage in actual discourse or actually debate anything. They just don't want to hear what you have to say.
Like, if you don't want to debate, that's totally fine. Like, fine. Yeah.
Just choose not to engage. Don't.
Yeah, just walk away.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you engaging in something that you don't want to engage with?
Mm-hmm. Like, and it's you just want to get the last word and you just want to insult them and then walk away. And then you think to yourself, oh, they're not going to say anything because I totally pwned them.
And the one that's really irritating me right now is the term grifter. This is the new buzzword for the left.
You know, I haven't heard this yet.
So, do you know the term grifter?
I have heard the term grifter used a lot to describe, grifters.
Yeah. People
who actually... use something to gain something, usually money. They manipulate to gain money.
They're basically calling the other person a liar. They don't actually believe in what they're saying just to make money.
Yeah.
And the
so they're hypocrites.
Yeah.
But for money.
Depending on because that person might not even care about lying to get money, so that's not really a hypocritical thing.
That's fair.
But yeah, I get it. But here's the little problem with that. You kind of have to have this little thing called evidence about, because grifter is a very specific title to give someone.
Yeah.
And it really irritates me because going back to the biggest problem in the universe, Vito, the co-host of Biggest Problem in the Universe, and going back to the Eric July thing. Vito hates the fact that Eric July is a black conservative. So he labeled Eric July as a grifter who's only doing it to make money and sell products.
Yep. And doesn't consider for one second that there might be a genuine reason that maybe he believes these things.
Yeah. It doesn't even come up into his head that maybe Eric July just is a conservative.
Yeah.
Maybe he genuinely believes in all of the stuff he's doing, but he also wants to make money. Which is fair. I mean, even Democrats want to make money. I mean, that's how our society is built. You have to have money to do anything in this world.
Capital, baby.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
It just really irritates me when people just go, "Oh, you're a grifter."
Yeah.
Oh, really? No. Do you have evidence that I don't actually believe in the things that I'm saying right now?
And not to mention, it's also just blatant overuse of a word that people don't even can't define.
Literally, the grifter is the new cuck. Like, people are like,
those were the days.
Oh, those were
Everybody
the days.
was a cuck except for me.
And it's the right, and it's the left version of the cuck, because the cuck was only really an insult for the left. Like, the right would always insult the left with, "Oh, you're just a cuck. Oh, cuck. Thankfully, we've gotten out of that. But we've moved in. But thankfully, we've moved into another subset of this bullshit where you're just a pedophile. Which is even worse. Because now,
everyone's a kid diddler.
Everybody's a kid diddler, apparently. Like, Cenk Uygur from the Young Turks. Them. That piece of shit.
Yeah. No, I forgot about the Turks. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so he just, the shooting that just happened.
Oh, the one at,
the gay nightclub
shooting that one.
That just happened.
Yeah, there's been a couple of shootings recently. I get to hear about the other one that happened a lot recently. The Walmart one.
Wait, what? Seriously?
We'll talk about that one later.
Okay.
Maybe after this is all said and done.
Anyway,
it's not relevant.
So let's talk about Tim Pool for a second.
Oh, my fucking favorite person on the planet.
I love him. I used to genuinely like Tim Pool when he actually was a journalist and not just a fucking reactionary dickhead.
Yeah. Now he's just a mouthpiece for what news agency is he representing now? I think he's just indie as fuck. Which is,
I think,
cool. But again, everything you spew is nonsense.
Literally.
And apparently he's also a musician, which is weird.
Musician.
I have listened to two of his songs because Dustin made me listen to them.
And
they're fine. I wouldn't call them great. I wouldn't even call them
that is generous as fuck.
Well, it's not necessarily high praise because I could make songs like that.
Yeah. Anyway, so Tim Pool said that, and this is the new kick for the right. Oh, it's a grooming.
Oh, God.
Oh, my. Can we just talk about this stupid
shit.
fucking nonsense about anything that's LGBT? Like, don't get me wrong. The LGBT thing, I find it annoying. But shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right? Shut the fuck up.
No,
Not everything LGBT, very little of the LGBT is actually grooming. Like, and if you only listen to Tim Pool and the other right-leaning people like Jordan Peterson or other fucking dipshits.
Or, oh my God, what's that one guy who did that What Is a Woman fucking video essay thing? Or documentary. What the fuck is that guy's name? I hate his fucking guts, and I hope he explodes into a pile of
what is that?
Sinew and bone.
Oh, I can't remember.
Hold on.
Fuck.
I've been watching. I think it was Philosophy Tube did a video on this stuff recently.
Oh, Philosophy Tube.
I fucking love them. They're great.
orange.
Oh, wait. It wasn't Philosophy Tube. It was the other trans person that I've been watching recently. Been watching a lot of trans creators.
Is Philosophy Tube the commie?
I don't think so. They might be commie. I actually have no fucking idea. I haven't watched too much of their stuff. They did a video on Marx, which I never did end up finishing. But
I'm not entirely sure. I don't.
Yeah. What the hell was the name of that creator? Hold on. Fucking. I'm just gonna look up what is a woman. I'm gonna get this in my search history for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep getting recommended this shit because you know. What the fuck is his name? God damn it. Matt Walsh. This fucking bitch.
Listen.
I hate him with every fiber of my being. I think he is a genuine scumbag. Like, he completely misrepresents people and expects you to believe everything that he says completely blindly.
No, Matt Walsh is also a giant fucking prick. But that's the thing. They go, oh, they're grooming kids. And it's like, and what's your evidence? Kids are at drag shows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, listen. Personally, I don't think drag shows are like the best place for kids.
Right.
But if the drag shows are tempered for kids, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah. And not to mention, like, okay, here's something that has bothered the fucking shit out of me for like the last 10 or so years. So they're like, oh my God, they're teaching kids about sex. And it's like, huh. You know, in this red state that I live in, you want to know when I learned about sex? I was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a kid. And that was completely under the jurisdiction of a red state.
Yeah.
So who's teaching who about sex? And not to mention, it's not a bad thing to learn about that shit when you're young. I would imagine that if you learn about it while you're young, you know what to avoid or what you're into. Like learning about literally, gender identity, all that shit.
This is the new
would be great.
Like, this is the new thing that I'm getting real pissed off about is because I've really come to terms with the idea that I'm not liberal and I'm not conservative.
Yeah.
I hate both of them, like, with a fiery fucking passion.
Only recently?
For a while, I was like, I'm a little bit conservative. I'm pretty conservative.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a racist.
Oh, I'm pretty conservative right now. And now that I'm like, oh, this is what actual conservatives think about?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
No, you would be, I would identify you as like, oh God, where would I place you on the political spectrum?
Center doomer.
Base. No, I'm not sure. You know what we should do at some point? We should do a political compass test, you and I, on
you know what,
an episode.
we can fucking do that.
Yeah. That would just be kind of educational, I think.
Yeah, but anyway. Yeah. So this fucking groomer shit needs to stop. Yeah. Because going back to Tim Pool. So Tim Pool was like, oh, this is a grooming effect. And it's like, maybe the adults just dragged their kids there. Yeah. Because, I don't know.
They don't have a babysitter or something?
They don't have a fucking babysitter. Maybe, instead of just going, it's groomer, maybe just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and also, like, if we're gonna bitch about parents, liberal parents dragging their children to drag shows, can we talk about taking your children to church?
Yeah, literally.
It is like, the exact same fucking thing. It is nothing short of pure indoctrination, but I think that it's completely worse for the church-going crowd because that shit sticks. And those are genuinely terrible people. Most of the time. Most of the Christians that I have met, yeah, some of them pretty good people. But then I hear abhorrent horror stories about, you know, children being abused and manipulated and all. It's the common old school church stories. You've heard them all. You've probably never experienced it because, you know, you went to, you grew up Mormon?
Yeah, Mormon.
Yeah, Mormon. I almost said Jehovah's Witness, and I'm thinking to myself, that doesn't sound right. Nope.
No, and I never grew up, like, Christian. Like, I was Christian, but I wasn't, like, Catholic.
Yeah.
Like true psychopaths.
Right.
Honest to God.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm also like, listen, if you are bitching about taking these fucking kids into drag shows and saying, hey, kids, I don't fucking know. Just like, I don't want to name my kid whatever gender it's born as because he might disagree with that notion, and I'm like, okay, fucking weird.
That's a little bit silly, I'll admit, but
okay, that's a little fucking weird, but fuck it, whatever. But you can't complain about that and also not complain about parents taking their young kids to fucking church and tell them if you don't behave, you're going to a place where you're tortured for the rest of eternity.
Yeah. It's straight up manipulation and fear mongering. But then they have the audacity to call the left fear mongers, and I'm like, what the
you
fuck
both
are
fear mongers.
Yeah, they're both terrible about it.
Like, listen, this is why I hate both sides. It's because you're both the same. You're the exact same for fighting for different causes.
Yeah.
And it really irritates the shit out of me when one pulls out a moral card when both of them are immoral as fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, back to Tim Pool. Groomer. So then, taking it back to the Young Turks and fucking Cenk Uygur, the fucking biggest joke of them all. Like, listen, Tim Pool is bad. Cenk is worse.
Yeah.
Cenk is objectively worse than Tim Pool. Cenk basically, obviously not knowing what, like, how bad this looks, goes, well, Tim Pool is a groomer. And it's like, oh, that's what we're doing now? That's the political discord now? Just throw groomer out. Just throw pedophile out.
Well, you know what? They always tell the left that they're eating their own. Here we are.
Yeah.
They're fighting Tim Pool now? That's fucking amazing.
Tim Pool is not on the left anymore.
No, he never was.
No, he was. His early work.
When? I've never... Okay,
in the 2000s.
To be fair, I've never seen most of that shit.
Yeah, in the 2000s, he was like on... what was that? Stop the Wall Street.
Oh, Occupy Wall Street.
Yeah, he was there.
Yep.
He was fighting in that crowd.
Got it.
But, yeah, and it's just really fucking depresses the shit out of me. This is why I'm kind of like, I just want to walk away from politics at this point.
Yeah.
I'll still say my piece on the podcast, but outside of the podcast, I'm just like, I'm so burnt out about politics because both sides are the same. They're the same coin, just on different sides. And honestly, both of them could just go die, and I'd be totally happy with that.
Understandable.
Fuck, that's so...
It is admittedly a bit depressing.
Because now...
when you keep seeing this kind of stuff out there.
Because now, there is no discord. There is just calling the other side pedophile. And that's the entire argument. And it's like, do you have any evidence for this? No.
No.
I don't need one. I don't need one because they're pedophiles.
Yeah. You're a groomer, you're a racist, you're a fucking...
You're an XYZ.
You're a pedophile, you're a Nazi.
Label,
whatever.
Dismiss.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No,
And this is why I'm pissed at the right for doing this, because for literally 4 years, they were bitching about the left doing it, and now they're doing it.
Of course they are. They're the same people. Like, I guarantee you... Like, I think about it this way. Now I've lost how I was gonna divvy this out. Because I've been wanting to talk about something for a minute, but now I can't even think of that.
Oh shit! Sorry, man.
No, that's all right. I am admittedly a little bit out of it. I don't really have a whole lot of intelligent topics today.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that I've been doing over the last 2 weeks is just playing video games and working sometimes.
That's probably the best way of dealing with your time.
Yeah, avoiding all of the nonsense that occupies the media.
Yeah.
And the mainstream folks.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to bitch about both sides being fucking jackasses.
Yeah. All right, well, tell you what. I'm sure you saw it yesterday. Let's try and brighten the mood a little bit.
Awesome. Oh, are we talking about the second Mario trailer that came out?
We're talking about Mario.
Boy, it's still... I'm still not looking forward to this fucking movie.
That makes one of us. I think that it looks fine. I actually do like how Donkey Kong turned out, which is the weirdest thing I think I'm ever gonna say. I like his design.
Did Donkey Kong ever talk in that trailer?
No, not to my knowledge. So
there are some questions.
Yeah.
There are some pretty big questions. If they're hiding his voice acting from us this much, and they showed Chris Pratt.
Yep, showed Chris Pratt. They showed.
So how bad is his voice acting gonna be?
Oh yeah.
I bet. I'm gonna put $10 down. He didn't change his voice at all.
No.
It's just gonna be what
it's already happening with Mario. Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna do his regular fucking voice.
Seth Rogen just I will say that the animation is still impressing me. I'm still pretty fucking impressed with the animation.
It's weird because
this is Illumination.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong,
the
movie's
kings
always
of default.
Playing it safe.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. It is genuinely psychotic to me that this movie still looks as good as it does. Like,
also, you might have a different opinion. I fucking hated the Mario Kart and
what? What do you mean?
It's too Space Jammy. In the sense that I'm just like, oh, I get the reference. Member berries. It's just like, oh, I member. Oh, I get the reference. It's like, fuck you. All right.
To be fair, though, Mario Kart is like
it is a big
core part of Mario.
It is a
lore.
really, but at the same time, I'm just like
when you think of Mario spin-offs, what's the first one?
It is Mario Kart.
It's always Mario Kart.
But at the same time, I'm just like, okay.
Like there's almost as many Mario Kart games out right now as there are mainstream Mario games.
I'm just scared that this movie's literally just going to be Member Berries, the fucking movie.
That's probably what we're going to get. Right?
And I'm sick of that.
Yep.
I'm sick of Member Berry movies. Do something fucking unique at this point, for fuck's sake. Well, and the story does seem to be at least somewhat unique. I mean, we've never really had a true to life origin story for Mario and Luigi. I mean, we've had the story of how they got to the Mushroom Kingdom, but we've never had an origin game.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that idea of showing the origin. It's actually a pretty smart idea.
I mean, okay, now that I'm thinking about it, technically we do have that. Mario World 2. Super Mario World 2. Yoshi's Island. It tells you the story of baby Mario and Yoshi on their little adventure getting to...
Well...
It's technically as close as we're ever going to get.
Technically, it's not even technically canon, going by the original idea of Mario. So I've actually went back to the fucking Nintendo Power story to this.
Oh boy.
And it's literally he literally was a
just a regular plumber.
Italian plumber who got sucked into the pipes to go to the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the story. And that's kind of what they're doing with this.
Yeah, it's what it feels like.
Which
but then again, we still don't know much about it. Although I'm still trying to figure out if in this movie, if Mario and Luigi are like brothers or if...
Yeah.
Because it's weird. The way that it's presenting itself is that Luigi already lives in the Mushroom Kingdom and Mario just...
No, that one shot of them in the quote-unquote real world where they're actually fixing a bathroom.
Was Luigi in that shot?
Yeah, he was.
I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, he was standing outside of the building with Mario.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember that. It's been a minute.
Yeah. I think they're brothers.
Are they going to go down a shitter just to get to the next fucking...
I think so. I think that's genuinely what's going to happen.
Jesus Christ.
But... I don't know. Outside of the animation... I guess the story might... We got our first listen to Peach, and I think Peach is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Peach is pretty fucking good. she's really, I'm really feeling. So, Peach in this movie is emanating very much the. I'm cringing just saying it, but strong female character.
No, I think
vibe.
I think that
or the Harley Quinn quirky character.
They have completely overblown that, and they have now gone to bad bitch.
Which I'm just like,
nah, dude, Peach is gonna be a fucking a bad motherfucker in this movie, and I am counting on it.
And I don't.
It's gonna be the most charming part of the movie.
I'll see how it goes.
I don't know. I'm just so tired of her not doing anything.
I guess.
Like every story, like even in Odyssey, she didn't fucking do anything, and that was the most recent game we got, which by the way was almost 5 years ago.
The most she's ever done in a game is probably like Super Mario Bros. 2, the American version, and also
Super Princess Peach.
That and also 3D World.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, she was a playable character in that one too.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
no,
okay.
In Super Princess Peach,
you know what?
she was.
I am waiting to see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, and that's really all we can do.
But if she even comes close to talking about the patriarchy or something like that, and I'm like,
I think you're definitely jumping to conclusions.
I genuinely am, but I'm just saying, if they go that route, which I don't think they will, I don't see anything that says that they will, but if they do, you're a fucking princess. Fuck off.
Right? It's like, that's rich coming from you, royalty.
Yeah, but I don't think she is. I think they're going to play it completely straight, she's just a princess and she's going to be a bad bitch. Which, you know what? I'll wait for the movie.
Mm-hmm. No, it's coming.
Yeah, and Toad's voice has been heard, and I'm like, is that Keegan? Or which, out of Key and Peele, which one was
Keegan, I believe. Keegan-Michael Key is Toad.
Did that sound like him at all?
No, I could tell that it was him doing the voice, but I don't know. It just kind of sounds pretty good.
It just sounds like Toad, I guess.
Like Toad, and I like it. Well, so everyone's bitching about the fact that Chris Pratt's regular voice doesn't sound like Mario, but that Charlie Day's regular voice sounds exactly like fucking a good Luigi. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, man, we can't please you people, can we? But also, yeah, Charlie Day does sound like fucking Luigi, and I love him. I love
Charlie Day just fucking nailed it.
Right? Absolutely.
I don't know. I just can't get past Chris Pratt.
Yeah, no, Chris Pratt Mario is very goofy.
Genuinely am just like, why did you even do it? If he's not going to do a voice, just why the fuck did you even hire Chris? I know why, because Chris Pratt is like super famous, and you can get butts and seats with just saying, "Oh, this is Chris Pratt."
Yeah, the guy who was in the Avenger.
But
yeah,
it's just like the most obvious thing ever. Just hire a fucking Italian voice actor.
Mm-hmm. Or like, okay, I had another point I wanted to bring up here. Do you think that Seth Rogen spent all of his childhood stomping on Koopas? I will never get tired of Chris Pratt's delivery on that.
Oh my god.
It's so stilted.
I'm just not impressed with Chris Pratt in this movie.
Right.
And he's not a terrible voice actor. Like I said in the last episode, he played Emmett like amazingly. Mm-hmm. I just think that he's very confused what he's supposed to do.
Right.
In this role. Because Mario...
I hate this.
Anyway, because Mario has a voice.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt is obviously not the voice.
Right.
Like, I don't...
It doesn't make any sense to me personally. But whatever they want to fucking do.
Yeah. There's a couple of points that I'm like... I just think that... I'm very mixed on this fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm like, I hate the member berry shit that I've seen in every trailer.
Well, okay, so I think the reason that they're doing that mostly is because there hasn't been a real Mario movie since the one from the early 90s. I think it was the early 90s.
I think it's either late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, and that was trying to be its own thing, and it's also the worst thing that's ever happened to mankind. Next to Karl Marx. Mm-hmm. But I think that them playing it safe like this is a good way to
assure people, that, hey, we know this is Mario.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't sound like him. And I'm thinking to myself,
also,
I guess that's fine.
I think there's going to be like a big... I don't know. Something is off. And I can't exactly put my finger on it, but there's just something that I'm like, I don't feel this movie.
Yeah, a lot of people currently aren't, but that's fair. Whatever they want to do.
I'll wait till the movie.
Yep.
The movie's not completely out, so hey. It is still funny that Seth Rogen has still yet to be... Seth Rogen has yet to talk in a trailer yet, so I'm like, holy shit, what are they trying to hide from us?
It's... concerning, to say the least.
It's extremely concerning.
But you know what? I'm going to wait till...
but at least the memes are pretty fucking good.
So far, so
good.
The
memes of Mario getting slapped the shit out of.
Dude, I fucking like... when Mario forward airs you again for like the 43rd time, forward grab, stomp, down pummel. Down pummeling isn't a thing.
Oh, man. The memes are pretty fucking good.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else has happened recently? What's going on in trending right now? Panda Cup, that's Smash related. You probably don't know much about it. I don't actually either.
Yeah.
Apparently YouTube's down. Playable. Oh! DLC for Sonic Frontiers. That's a big talk right now.
Fucking do.
Cry more.
Oh! You know what we can talk about? The Mick Gordon controversy.
Mick Gordon?
The guy who made the soundtrack to Doom.
I didn't hear enough about this controversy.
Okay.
So if you will enlighten
I will enlighten you on this. So, when Doom Eternal came out, they also, I think that it was a pre-order bonus, but Bethesda / id announced that Mick Gordon's OC, or original soundtrack OST will be bundled into the collector's edition of Doom Eternal. And people got hyped because Mick Gordon's soundtrack to Doom 2016 is one of the highlights of Doom 2016.
No,
and
absolutely.
Mick Gordon became an instant video game celebrity overnight through the OST of 2016.
Right.
So when the OST of Doom Eternal came out, people noticed that it was hot fucking garbage. The mixing was completely fucked. Songs were randomly jumbled together without any haphazardness, and people were not happy.
Yeah.
Because this was a part of the big bundle, right?
Right.
So one of the main developers at id / Bethesda completely threw Mick Gordon under the bus on Reddit.
Oof.
Literally, he came out and said, Mick Gordon screwed the OST. And for 2 years, that's all that we knew about it. And other controversies around Mick Gordon started to pop up. There was rumors about cocaine and how lazy he is, blah, 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 blah. But recently, Mick Gordon came out with a complete dossier of his rebuttal. 40 pages worth of receipts.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, for whatever fucking reason, id Software did not renew Mick Gordon's license because Mick Gordon technically isn't worker at id.
Yeah.
He's a contractor.
Ah.
But he just assumed that, because 2016's soundtrack to Doom Eternal was so legendary that of course he was going to get back in.
Right.
And yeah, they did want him back. Mm-hmm. But they didn't want to pay for him. Because now that he had a celebrity status around him, they didn't want to pay the celebrity fees that went around with him. Even though it's Bethesda and id, they have money to spend.
Right.
Like this is, and what he was asking wasn't like absurd.
Right.
So basically for like, what was it? Like 2 years straight, he would keep sending in bits and pieces of the songs for them to say yay or nay on. Mm-hmm. And they would always go nay, 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 nay. So they only pay for the songs they keep and use for the game. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Apparently they used every bit of music that he sent in and didn't pay for any of it. And
Bethesda
literally,
lawsuit.
Well, the reason why they're probably not going to get they might get a lawsuit from a defamation case, but not through because eventually he did get paid.
Yeah.
He just had to go to Bethesda is a part of Activision, right?
No, Blizzard's a part of Activision.
Oh, Blizzard. Okay. So he literally had to go to Blizzard HQ himself, and I'm pretty sure he lives in Canada, to say, where's my contract?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my contract? And this was 2 weeks before launch. Mm-hmm. So eventually he finally got the contract, he finally got paid, and one of the head developers of Bethesda, id, were like, okay, now we're going to do the OST. And we're putting your name on it.
Oh.
And he's like, but it's literally 2 weeks from launch. I don't have time to do an OST. And the id guy was like, don't worry about it. I got my own editor to do it for you. You can see what happened. Apparently, his editor sucks some major off.
Yeah.
But because Mick Gordon's name was on the OST,
everybody thought it was Mick Gordon.
Mick Gordon, and also the guy who was like, don't worry, I got my editor. He's the guy who shat on him on Reddit. Oof. And because Mick Gordon signed an MDA, he couldn't say anything for 2 years.
Jesus Christ.
Suffice to say, he won't be back for Doom 3.
I don't think we're getting Doom 3 at this rate. I mean, we probably will, but it won't be nearly as good.
No, because Mick Gordon made 2016. Mm-hmm. Like, he made Doom Eternal. Yeah. Like, this is just the OST. Yeah. Right? The music in Doom Eternal was still Mick Gordon, and it still fucking kicked major ass.
Yeah.
But he's just like, no, I'm not dealing with fucking id anymore.
Yeah.
They nearly ruined his career because they lied about him.
Yep.
And let me preface this. I should have prefaced this earlier. This is just Mick Gordon's side of the story. Yep. We don't know id's side of the story. I can make a couple of guesses about id's side of the story, but we don't know the full story. So just take what I say with a grain of salt.
What's the legal mumbo jumbo that we're supposed to say before? Everything here is alleged.
Alleged. This is all alleged.
It's all alleged. Don't sue me.
This is what Mick Gordon said. This is
wow, that waveform.
But considering he has a 40-page dossier. A fucking manifesto with all the receipts, all of the chats, all of it. I'm gonna side with Mick on this one.
I mean, when you make a soundtrack like Doom 2016 and then Doom Eternal comes out and isn't nearly as good, and people wonder, I wonder what happened.
No, Doom Eternal fucking blew blew 2016 out of the fucking water.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I'm a huge Doom fan.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal is my favorite Doom game.
Yeah. I still haven't played either of them yet. I just haven't had time. I'm waiting for Steam Winter Sale because I've got two.
Buy both of them. Buy the expansion to Doom Eternal because that's basically the last
part of the story.
The last part of the story, which really fucking pisses me off. But whatever.
Hey, games do that nowadays. Like Sonic Frontiers is doing that shit too. It's all gonna be a expanded story at the end of it all.
Anyway, it just really irritates.
Luckily, it's free.
It really irritates the shit out of me because Mick Gordon was Doom. His soundtrack was Doom. Yeah. The remake of Doom was Mick Gordon's soundtrack. And it just pisses me off that this game that is a fucking masterpiece has to be tarnished because it had to be fucking cunt bags. Yeah. It just really irritates me.
Yeah, it comes with the territory of making video games, dude. It is a nightmare
corporate
scenario.
Fucking nightmare.
Yep. And that's what it is too. Corporations, you will get this shit with indie games too, but it's more personal then. And if shit happens to go haywire, it's not going to cost anybody multiple millions of dollars.
With indie games, you could at least sue the other person.
Yeah.
Mick Gordon, he might have a defamation case,
and that's it.
Yeah. And he can get money from that.
Right.
Like, that's a lawsuit, but it's also a defamation case. But Bethesda has big boy lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
They have the lawyers that get terrorists off.
Oh, yeah. And I've seen that in spades. It's a nightmare again.
It just...
The fact that this kind of shit's even allowed to happen, that Bethesda would go out of the way to just be totally
also,
okay with this.
I'm not too entirely... I don't remember whether it was Bethesda or id. I'm assuming it's id who had the problem since he had to go to Bethesda for the contract.
Either way, Bethesda allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
And they didn't interfere at all, which yeah. But what do I know? I am not a businessman.
A businessman.
I just happen to... I don't know. I work at Walmart. What do I
work at Walmart.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I get told that a lot. That you work at Walmart. And I'm like, yeah. How could you tell?
How could you tell?
God. My fucking mush mouth is out of control today. I think it might be mostly to do with the fact that I didn't get to bed till relatively late last night, which is a little out of the ordinary for me, but I'm sure I'll figure something out when I decide to pick up my favorite video game of all time, League of Legends again. Yeah.
I don't know how you play that fucking garbage.
It's weird. I found a character that I like, and now it's the only character that I play. And whenever we play together, I'm always allowed to pick him because no one else is interfering, trying to get my position. Mm-hmm. Like, I always play jungle, so no one's going to be like, I want to play jungle, because they know I stomp the yard in jungle. And also, nobody likes to play jungle.
See, I do play... It's not like I'm against, what is it? MOBAs? Yeah. Because I play Smite.
Right.
It's just League has such a toxic air around it that I'm just like, I don't want to deal with it.
I think we've had this discussion before in the past about the most toxic communities. Mm-hmm. And I think we established that League is definitely up there.
Yeah, I don't think it's 100% the worst. I think we determined that I
think it's top 5.
Oh, it's definitely top 5.
Like, when I think of toxic, we're going to have this discussion again because it's on the old channel.
Yeah. You know what? I'll just say, I think the worst community is Overwatch. For one fact only. It's only sweat lords. Only sweat lords play that fucking game. Because the game was incentivized to only play with sweat lords. Because
you definitely wouldn't like League then.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is
literally... I hate sweaty games. That's why I hated Counter-Strike. That's why I hate League. That's why I hate Overwatch.
Yeah.
And why Rocket League was destroyed for me.
Yep.
Because
I don't know, I think you'll have fun playing Rocket League. I played it again. I played it again recently.
Also, it just runs like ass on Xbox.
Yep.
So,
console gaming, gotta love it.
Whatever, shut up.
Master Race. Oh, what the fuck is that waveform?
I don't know, Master Race. Figure it out.
Bruh. Motherfucker coming in and stomping the yard.
But I just really hate... Speaking of which...
You hate competitive gaming.
Speaking of which, I fucking love the new Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 2.
I haven't played it. Probably won't play it.
I fucking love this game. Like, honest to God, it's the first Call of Duty in like 10 years that I genuinely love. It's fucking amazing, and you're not into it. I can tell.
The last time that I got really into Call of Duty,
Black Ops 2.
was Black Ops 2, and that came out over 10 years ago.
Genuinely, you will like it.
Yeah,
because it's not exactly Black Ops 2, but here's why I love this game. Because it's every other game. Because so it has real quick.
The reasons that I play Call of Duty are very different, I can tell, from the reasons that you or Spencer play Call of Duty. You guys play Call of Duty for one mode in particular, and it's a mode that I never got into.
What?
Multiplayer.
Oh, you never...
I only play zombies.
Really?
I only play Call of Duty for the zombies. Like, all the Call of Duty games that I own and that I've played.
Really?
World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. I have not played any other Call of Duty besides Modern Warfare 3, which I enjoyed, but I only played Spec Ops.
So, here's the thing. Depending on how you like Tarkov.
I haven't played Tarkov yet.
I haven't either, but I think I'll love Tarkov because
isn't there a DMZ?
DMZ.
Yeah.
DMZ is so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
And it's also super fucking brutal.
Yeah.
In the sense of, if you fuck up, there's like 5 hours of hard work down the shithole. And I kind of love that tension.
Yeah.
And I hear that Tarkov ranks that up to 11.
Yeah, no, Tarkov is a brutal game from what I've heard. Like, it is a nightmare scenario for video games. But it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I am a huge multiplayer fan. You probably would want to wait until the next Call of Duty, which is in 2 years, which, thank God, Activision has finally come to their senses about yearly releases.
I'm just saying, Black Ops Remake... Like, we're getting Modern Warfare remakes and all of this stuff, and those are cool and all.
Technically, Cold War was that. It was kind of a reboot of Black Ops.
Here's the thing, though. Cold War Zombies is one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my entire life.
From a guy who played Cold War Zombies, it sucked.
I hated Cold War Zombies. Sucked. I didn't mind Black Ops 4 Zombies.
Really?
Okay, so here's my thing. World at War set the catalyst for everything. Black Ops 1 enhanced it. Black Ops 2 perfected it after a couple of failed map attempts. And then Black Ops 3 expanded upon that perfection. And then Black Ops 4 took that perfection and kind of downsized it a little bit. They made it easier. They scaled it way down, made it easier. And then Cold War was like,
let's throw it.
Open world!
Let's throw it out the fucking window.
Yeah, let's completely negate everything that Zombies has stood for the last 10 years, just so we could do the open world shit that everybody else is fucking doing already. Now that
you say that, you probably... You might like the DMZ mode.
I probably would, but here's...
And also, that's a lot. Buying Call of Duty for just one mode is probably not the great... Although I will say the campaign's not that fucking bad.
Yeah.
I don't like Call of Duty modes, even Modern Warfare 1 and 2, the best of Call of Duty before people... Yes, Black Ops 1 and 2 also are there, and they are also really good.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a fan of Call of Duty campaigns. Like, the only one that I genuinely really like is World at War. Like, World at War is probably my favorite Call of Duty campaign.
Okay, so campaigns, that's a different story. Because World at War is very good. I played through the entire thing with Dustin recently. Enjoyed it a lot.
You fuckers.
Yep, we played.
You fuckers. Dustin, I know you're listening to this. You're a dick.
Yep. We did it on PC.
Fuck you both.
Yep. Not much you could have done. World at War's campaign was very good. Black Ops 1's campaign is one of the greatest fucking Call of Duty stories I've ever experienced in my entire life. It's very good. Black Ops 2 is a nice approach.
Yeah, Black Ops 2.
I think it's a little messy.
It's very messy because of all the branching narratives. The
repeated time travel bullshit.
That's
going back
really
to Alex
annoying.
and then Mason and then back to Alex and then you're playing as Woods, I think, at some point. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a little bit confusing. It's a little bit confusing. It's a little much. Then you play as the leader of Cortes DA. Or on the day of Cortes. I don't actually remember. It's been almost a decade since I played Black Ops 2's campaign.
What was his name? Raul
Menendez. Yeah,
Yep.
That was a good memory. That was very impressive.
Yep.
And then I played the Modern Warfare 3's campaign shortly after that. I liked MW3's campaign. It's just I don't remember most of it.
Did you play 1 or 2?
No.
That's why you don't like it.
Yeah. Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's that I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's a follow-up, yes.
I would play 1, 2, and then 3.
Yeah. No, and that's what I should have done. But I couldn't find
up.
one or 2, which is weird. The fact that I couldn't find Modern Warfare 2 for the Xbox 360, the fact that I couldn't find a copy of that in the store is mind-boggling to me. Because it is also the best-selling Call of Duty since Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
And I think Black Ops 2 barely outsold it.
Yeah.
Because the sequel to the granddaddy of them all. Like, come on.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I want to try out the new Modern Warfare 2, but it's just I can't. First of all, I can't see myself supporting fucking Activision Blizzard after the whole Hearthstone fiasco like 4 years ago. But
the Hearthstone.
Okay, so.
Oh god.
Tangent time.
We have a narrative.
Tangent time. It's brief. I'll make this brief. So, Hearthstone competitive gaming thing. There was an esports thing. One of the players. This was back during the Free Hong Kong thing.
Oh yeah, the guy with the face mask and.
Yep. He got banned. He had his pay reducted. All that shit.
Hearthstone's Blizzard. Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot.
Activision Blizzard.
I'm an idiot.
Yep. So after that whole fiasco, after the whole they censored him and all that shit, I can't find myself doing it. Is that more of a
Blizzard thing or was that an Activision
thing? They're both the same company to me, as far as I'm concerned. Activision Blizzard is one thing and one thing only. But I'm sure once I get off my high horse, I'll get over it and start playing the fucking Call of Duties and
I think we've had this conversation
again.
on.
Oh yeah, we've had this discussion
where I'm just like, if they make a good game, I don't give a fuck.
Right? No.
And this,
it's why I stick to indie. It's so much simpler. So much simpler. Sure. It's so much simpler.
Whatever.
Consumer.
Whatever. Shut the fuck up. I mean, there's a AA game that's about to come out that I'm super excited for. Dark Tide, baby. Let's go! Warhammer 40k! I want to play as my fucking guardsman. The only problem is, it's not coming out on Xbox anytime soon.
Yeah. Better get that PC built.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about just getting the...
A pre-built?
No, I'll never do that again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my last PC was a pre-built, and you know how bad that one was.
Yeah. So
no, I wanted to get a Steam Deck. Because Dark Tide surprisingly runs amazing on a Steam Deck.
I mean, I guess. But...
And also, I kind of just want to use it as like a Switch, where I plug it into my TV and play out of it.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I don't own a Steam Deck yet. So.
It's basically a laptop in your fucking hands. But yeah, you can run a ton of games out of it and just portal it to your TV and just plug in a controller into it and just use it as like a weird ass Switch thing.
I'll be.
But I might just I'm kind of 50-50 on the whole getting the Switch, not the Switch, the Steam Deck, or just making a PC.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to look up how expensive making a PC would be. But yeah, that's a topic for another day.
Right. One of these days we'll talk about something like that.
You think that's good?
I think this
I've talked about everything I want to talk about.
Yeah, and I didn't really come prepared today. Like, the only other thing I could think of is fucking God. Yeah, no, I can't think of shit.
You are fucking dead, my guy.
Normally it's easy because normally I'm compulsively on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay, so this morning, a musician that I'm very attached to passed away. Christine McVie of Fleetwood Mac just passed this morning. And I'm thinking to myself, we could talk about that. But I'm like, then again, you don't know them like I do. So I could just tell you all these stories, but I'm thinking to myself, that just kind of sounds like me talking at you.
Yeah.
And that's not nearly as fun. So maybe another time.
I don't know. How old was she?
Oh god, she was in her fucking 70s, almost 80s.
Right, that's a pretty good fucking run.
For somebody who did cocaine in the 80s, yeah, not bad.
Well, everyone did cocaine in the 80s.
It was easy, man.
It was easy, baby.
Yeah. I know.
That's sad. That sucks.
Well, there's the first one down. 4 left.
4 left to go, baby.
Yeah, and they're all around the same age. So.
Yeah, I assume so, since they were a band from the 70s and 80s?
70s, 80s, they went through the 90s. They stopped in 2003 when they released their last album, but they also precede the 70s and go back to the 60s because there was another rendition of the band. It's complicated. Fleetwood Mac is one of the most complicated bands I've ever listened to in my entire life, and I love them for it. But that'll be for another time because that could be a long conversation.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I think we're going to call it there. Pretty nice, short for us episode.
Almost an hour. We'll come back another time with a hell of a lot more, I'm sure.
Hopefully, John will edit this and put it out as soon as he can. And also put in the fucking music stinger at the beginning of the episode.
Surprised you would notice that it was gone. I hadn't even thought about it when I was making the episode.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Mostly it was just fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, subscribe, share with your friends if you want. Yep. We will talk to you later.